Commissioner Gordon, Bane has escaped.
A simple command, but one weighted with fire and finality. The past is a shadow, clinging to your heels, a dead weight that whispers of who you were, what you failed to do. The past is no ally. It traps you, binds you, and mocks your every attempt to move forward. Burn it. Let the flames devour its illusions, its regrets, its lies. Only in fire can the past be destroyed, its ashes scattered to the winds. The future isn't built on nostalgia. It's forged in defiance of the chains that once held you down. The weak cling to the past, using it as an excuse, a crutch, a way to avoid responsibility for their present. They decorate it, romanticize it, worship it like a relic of better days. But the past is a deceiver, a comforting lie designed to keep you from the brutal truth. There is no going back. Burn it. Turn away from its seduction and let the inferno consume the weakness it has bred. Only those who destroy the past can rise from its ashes. The rest are doomed to repeat its mistakes, prisoners of a world that no longer exists. Fire doesn't ask for permission. It consumes. It doesn't discriminate between what you love and what you hate. This is the lesson the past teaches through its destruction. Nothing is sacred if it holds you back. Burn the relics, the old victories, the safe havens that offer comfort but no progress. The future is not built by those who seek refuge in the ruins. It's built by those who wield fire as a tool, those unafraid to let everything crumble to make room for something greater. The past has no claim on the strong. Building the future demands sacrifice. The weak fear this. They want the illusion of progress without paying the price. But the strong know that creation requires destruction. You cannot build a monument without clearing the rubble. You cannot rise without first burning the ground beneath you. The past is a foundation of lies, a structure too weak to bear the weight of what you could become. Tear it down, burn it to its core. The fire will not destroy you. It will refine you, forge you into something that no longer fears the shadows of what once was. The future does not care about the past. It does not remember your victories, nor does it forgive your failures. It is indifferent, waiting to be claimed by those strong enough to step forward. But to take it, you must be willing to destroy what ties you to a life already lived. The future demands focus, clarity, and action. The past is a distraction, a siren song meant to pull you from the fire. The strong resist its call, stepping over its ashes with unflinching resolve. The future is not given. It is seized, and the past must burn to light the way. The past loves to haunt. It lingers in the mind, feeding on your doubts, your insecurities, your fears. It tries to convince you that the future is unattainable, that the best days are behind you. But the past lies. Burn it. Leave no trace. The strong know that every moment spent dwelling on the past is a moment stolen from the future. The flames are not cruel. They are merciful, a way to rid yourself of the burdens you were never meant to carry. The fire frees you, purifies you, and gives you the strength to face forward. The weak fear fire because it destroys what they cling to. But the strong embrace it, understanding that destruction is the first step to creation. The past is a prison, its walls built from memories that no longer serve you. Burn it. Watch the walls crumble. Watch the flames dance. The ashes are not a loss. They are a beginning. The future cannot be built until the past is reduced to smoke. The strong understand this. They wield fire with purpose, turning destruction into opportunity, chaos into control. Every flame begins with a spark. The decision to burn the past is not made in a single grand gesture. It's made in the small, relentless actions of today. Each step forward, each refusal to look back, each sacrifice made for the sake of what's to come is a match struck against the relics of the past. The strong know this. They don't hesitate. They let the fire spread, consuming the old, making room for the new. The future doesn't wait for those caught in the embers of what once was. It rewards those who move, who act, who build. Fire is not the end. It's the beginning. The past burns, but the future rises. The strong understand that this is the way of things, the natural order. To cling to the past is to stagnate, to rot in the ruins of your former self. To burn it is to free yourself, to give yourself permission to grow, to become. The flames do not destroy who you are. They reveal it. They strip away the layers of fear, of regret, of nostalgia, leaving behind something unbreakable, something ready to build. The past is a shadow, intangible yet suffocating. It doesn't exist outside your mind, yet society feeds it until it becomes a monster, lurking in every corner, weighing down every step. The past is a clever illusion, crafted to keep you tethered, to keep you from moving forward. It whispers of failures, of regrets, of things lost and things left undone. But it is nothing, a phantom that evaporates the moment you dare to challenge its hold. To burn the past is not destruction, it is liberation. It is the act of reclaiming your power from something that was never real to begin with. Society profits from the illusion of the past, spinning it into a prison and selling you the key. It encourages nostalgia, glorifies old wounds, and builds monuments to what can never return. Every song, every story, every image is designed to remind you of what you've lost, of what could have been. The past becomes a chain, heavy and cold, holding you back while the world moves forward without you. But the strong know this game. They see the past for what it is, a construct, a fabrication, a lie. They set fire to it, watching the illusion crumble into ash. Memories are the currency of the weak, traded endlessly for comfort and distraction. Society feeds on this, encouraging you to cling to those memories, to relive them, to believe that they define you. But memories are just that, memories. They cannot touch you unless you let them. The strong refuse. They don't allow the past to dictate their present or their future. They understand that to dwell on what was is to lose sight of what could be. The past is dead weight, and it must be burned if you are to rise. The mind is a traitor, crafting stories that make the past seem real, tangible, inescapable. It replays old wounds, revisits forgotten failures, weaving a narrative that traps you in its grip. But the past is only as powerful as you allow it to be. To burn it is to silence the mind's lies, to reclaim control over the narrative. The strong understand this. They don't indulge the mind's games. They light the match, let the flames consume the constructs that no longer serve them, and watch as the path forward becomes clear. Society doesn't want you to let go of the past. It wants you bound by it, stuck in cycles of regret and nostalgia. It creates rituals, anniversaries, and traditions to keep the past alive, to keep you trapped. But the strong reject this. They refuse to honor what holds them back. The past has no place in their lives. They honor the future instead, dedicating themselves to what is yet to come. To burn the past is not an act of destruction. It is an act of creation. It is the first step toward building a future unshackled by the ghosts of what never really was. The past is a seductive lie, whispering that it holds the answers, the meaning, the keys to who you are. But it is nothing more than a reflection in a cracked mirror, distorted and incomplete. Society wants you to stare into that mirror, to lose yourself in its lies, to forget that you are not bound by what you see. The strong shatter the mirror, letting the shards fall where they may. They understand that the past is not a foundation. It's a trap, and the only way to escape is to burn it all down. Time only moves forward, but the past pulls you back, trying to reverse the flow, to drown you in what can no longer be changed. Society encourages this, selling you the idea that you can somehow fix, reclaim, or relive the past. But the strong know that the past is gone, a phantom that cannot be touched no matter how tightly you cling to it. To burn the past is to sever its hold, to release yourself from the weight of what cannot be undone. It is to choose the future over the illusion of what could have been. The past offers no comfort, only chains. Its weight slows you down, drags you back, keeps you from moving forward. Society pretends it is a treasure, something to be cherished and preserved. But the strong see it for what it truly is, a burden. They refuse to carry it. They let the fire consume it, reducing it to ashes, scattering it to the wind. What is left is freedom, a blank slate, a chance to build something new, something real, something untouched by the lies of the past. Burning the past is not an act of forgetting. It is an act of prioritizing. It is choosing to let go of what no longer serves you, to free yourself from the illusion of what was. The strong don't erase the past. They transcend it. They learn from it, but they do not dwell on it. They use its lessons to build the future, but they do not allow it to dictate their lives. The flames of the past become the foundation of something greater, something unshackled by regret or nostalgia. The secret to your successful life is hidden in the rhythm of your days and the cracks in your routine. Each action, each habit, every hour spent defines the architecture of who you are becoming. Your routine is no mere string of events. It is the blueprint of your destiny. But here's the twist. It is not in perfection that this secret lies. It hides in the shortcomings, the cracks where discipline falters, where laziness sneaks in. These gaps, these flaws, are where failure grows. To master your life, you must master your routine, patching those cracks with discipline and burning away the habits that pull you down. Weakness thrives in chaos, and chaos begins in an undisciplined day. The moment your routine breaks, chaos takes root, spreading like a disease through your actions, your thoughts, your aspirations. Society doesn't fear your potential, it fears your consistency. Why? Because routine is power. It's not the grand gestures that shape the future. It's the small, relentless actions repeated every single day. The strong understand this. They weaponize their routine, sharpening each hour like a blade, cutting through the distractions that leave others lost. Where others falter in the monotony, the strong rise, thriving in the rhythm of their grind. Every routine hides a dark truth. It either serves you or destroys you. There is no neutrality. Each habit, every decision is a thread in the fabric of your life. Some threads strengthen, others weaken. To ignore this is to surrender your power, to let the rhythm of your days be dictated by chance, by distraction, by weakness. The strong rip apart toward the routines that weaken them. They don't waste time justifying bad habits or excusing laziness. They burn what no longer serves them, crafting a routine that aligns with their purpose, their hunger, their vision. Routines do not forgive. A lazy day does not disappear into the void. It compounds, feeding into a cycle of mediocrity that becomes harder to escape. The strong understand this. They see their routine not as a prison, but as a tool, one they wield with precision. Each morning, each action, each discipline is a brick laid in the foundation of their future. But even the smallest misstep, a single crack in their discipline, can send it all crashing down. The strong are ruthless with their routine because they know the cost of neglect. The world is built to disrupt your rhythm. It throws distractions in your path, seduces you with ease, tempts you to stray from the grind. But those who master their routine are untouchable. They move through the chaos, unshaken, their focus unyielding. Their routines are fortresses built to withstand the storm. While others falter, the strong move forward, their progress invisible to those too distracted to see. They don't seek validation or applause. Their routine is their reward, their power, their secret weapon in a world that thrives on inconsistency. The shortcoming of a routine is not its flaws. It's your refusal to confront them. Every weakness ignored is a weight tied to your potential, dragging you down while you scramble to climb. The strong don't shy away from the cracks. They confront them, ruthlessly eliminating what doesn't serve their future. They don't need motivation. They have discipline. They don't wait for the right time. They create it. Each flaw in their routine is a challenge, a target, a chance to prove their strength. They build their lives brick by brick, not by hoping for success, but by designing it. Routine is not glamorous. It is not loud or flashy. It is quiet, methodical, relentless. Society glamorizes the end result, but hides the grind, the repetition, the daily sacrifices that lead to it. The strong see through this illusion. They understand that success is not built in the spotlight. It's built in the dark hours, in the silence of effort, in the unnoticed work. Their routine is their stage, their ritual, their battlefield. While others chase shortcuts and quick fixes, the strong commit to the rhythm, knowing that each day of discipline compounds into something unbreakable. There's no freedom without routine. It might sound paradoxical, but discipline liberates. A well-crafted routine frees you from chaos, from distraction, from the weakness that would otherwise consume you. The strong are not slaves to their routine. They are its masters. Each habit, each action is a choice, deliberate and precise. They don't fear monotony, they embrace it. They know that the rhythm of their days creates the symphony of their life. And while others fear the grind, the strong revel in it, knowing it is the price of greatness. Every routine has a rhythm, and every rhythm has a purpose. The question is, who controls yours? The weak let their routines be dictated by external forces, by distractions, by the whims of others. The strong take control. They don't react, they act. Train your mind, or it will rule you. The untrained mind is a playground for chaos, a theater for endless distractions, fears, and lies. It clings to nostalgia, drags you into fantasies of what once was, and chains you to memories that weaken your resolve. Nostalgia is not comfort. It is a poison disguised as warmth, a trick to keep you tethered to a past that cannot be changed. The strong reject it. They train their minds like warriors sharpen blades, honing focus, cutting through illusions, and taking absolute control over their thoughts. Domination of the conscious is not optional, it's survival. Nostalgia whispers lies, dressing the past in golden hues, hiding its failures and flaws. It's a thief, stealing your present, your future, and leaving you trapped in an illusion. The strong silence that voice. They see the past for what it is, an echo, a shadow, a construct. Memories do not dictate their lives, discipline does. They do not waste time longing for a version of life that never truly existed. Their minds are their own, untouchable, unyielding. Nostalgia may tempt, but they do not succumb. Their focus is forward, their energy reserved for what can be built, not what has been lost. Training your mind is not a gentle process, it is brutal, relentless, and unforgiving. The weak indulge every thought, every whim, letting their minds drift and wander. The strong crush this weakness. They train their minds to obey, to focus, to act. Every thought that does not serve their purpose is cast aside, burned like dead wood. Training the mind is not about seeking peace. It's about building power, about forging a mental fortress that cannot be breached. Control your mind and you control your life. Fail, and your mind will control you. Nostalgia is a leash, and society is more than happy to hold it. It sells you the idea that the past was better, safer, more meaningful, and that revisiting it will bring comfort. But comfort is the enemy of progress. The strong understand this. They cut the leash, reject the lies, and free themselves from the weight of memories. The past is not a refuge, it is a trap. The strong do not dwell on what was. They act on what is, carving their path with ruthless focus and unwavering discipline. The leash burns and they rise. To dominate your conscious is to claim absolute control over the battlefield of your mind. The untrained mind is a maze filled with distractions, doubts, and fears. The strong turn it into a weapon. They train their thoughts to serve them, to push them forward, to fuel their hunger for more. No thought is left unchecked, no doubt allowed to fester. The mind becomes a tool, sharpened and precise. The weak let their thoughts consume them. The strong consume their thoughts, bending them to their will, using them to drive action, to create momentum. The mind loves comfort, and nostalgia feeds it like a drug. But comfort is a lie, a slow death disguised as safety. The strong deny their minds this indulgence. They force themselves into discomfort, training their thoughts to thrive in the chaos, to find clarity in the storm. The mind that seeks ease is a liability. The mind that embraces the grind is unstoppable. Nostalgia is a soft prison, but the strong build their minds into fortresses unyielding to the pull of the past. They are not prisoners of their memories. They are masters of their destiny.